Today I'm sharing a quick hack on how I'm getting longer videos to play in the background of canvases on your Showit website without sacrificing the quality. We're going to use some canvas views. Let me show you how it works. I'm working on a website for a photographer today. We wanted to include a little bit of a tour of her studio space, and I wanted it to automatically play. I didn't want it to have to be embedded from YouTube or anywhere. I wanted it to be natively stored on her Showit site. So therefore, the file size of the video had to be 8 megabytes or less, and I had to set it as a canvas background. So this is where I landed with my final design. I'm going to show you how I got here. So first, let's start by looking at the video that I had. I had 6 video clips that were recorded on an iPhone. They were about 10 seconds each, and I wanted them to be a little bit shorter. I wanted some transitions from one scene to the next. So I pulled them into Canva and did a video project type. It gives you these little slides down here at the bottom like it would a presentation, but each slide is a video clip. So I was able to put one video clip from my uploads over here into each slide, and I stretched the video to be the full size of the canvas. Then I went in and clicked these little scissors and edited each clip to be the length that I wanted. I wanted just a few seconds from each scene. You'll click done, add the next scene, do the same thing. And then I went in and added transitions between. I wanted it to dissolve from one scene to the next, and I put a 0.3 second transition there. So here is what the video looks like. Now, I did say I used 6 clips. With 6 clips at 720p, this video was too big. So it was larger than the 8 megabytes that Showit allows. So I broke it into 2 videos that are about 10 seconds each. This made it so I didn't have to compress or resize the file at all, which worked well for me. If you do need to resize a file, you can use this 8mb.video. I did try compressing the video to 8 megabytes as one full video. I didn't like the quality quite as much that way. So what I'm doing with these 2 videos now back into Showit is setting them as the backgrounds for 2 different canvas views. So view 1 is the first 10-second video, and then view 2 is the second 10-second video. So when you click into a canvas view, you go over to the right-hand side of the screen, canvas view, and you'll set your video, your background to video, and we set it to loop. I set it to contain in this instance. You can set it to fill, where it would go side to side, but for this video, I wanted you to be able to see the ceiling and the floor. When I had it set to fill on a larger screen, it was going to really crop in what you saw, and it looked kind of weird. So I set this one to contain, loop, middle center, scroll with page, 100% opacity. You can lower the opacity if you want the color of the background to come through in your video. That's totally an option as well. So that was Canvas View 1 with one video, Canvas View 2 with the other video, and then outside of the views of this canvas, I created this rectangle that is set at a transparency of 80%, so it shows the video through it. And then I put the text over top. On the rectangle, I set the rectangle under size and position to edge locking to stretch to the side of the screen. And then I also set, the final thing I did here was set the canvas background for the full canvas to be that same color, also at 80%, so it matches this transparent block. Then the very last thing that we need to do is go into our view transitions and set an auto advance. I set this one for 9 seconds because that's how long each video is. And then I put a fade in and a fade out. Also, as I noted before, on the canvas views, on the video backgrounds for each canvas view, I did set that to loop. So those videos are constantly playing. Had I set it not to loop or play once, it would stop. And so when it would cycle through again on the page, you would end up with just like a still image. And that's not quite what I wanted. I will eventually put in a fallback image for these when I get those from the client of just a still of her studio space so that there's that option as well. Again, here is the final result of what that looks like on a 27-inch iMac screen. We can also peek at it on smaller screens to see what it looks like on a responsive size. I like that the placement of the of that transparent block is the same no matter what size of screen I'm getting. And that you can see the full video. Hope that's helpful.